Chapter 17. Discovery of Fire. We will learn Discovery of Fire. Thousands of years ago, there was nothing but forests, rocks, and water bodies. The man who lived then was called Early Man. He had to live a tough life. His life was no better than animals. He had to struggle with other wild animals to save himself. He plucked and gathered fruits and vegetables and ate them raw. Sometimes he fought with and killed small animals and ate them raw. Sometimes he had to suffer at the hands of wild animals which were stronger than him. Early Man saw rocks and stones around him. He started to hit animals with them. It helped him to keep away the wild animals. At the same time, he could kill small animals for his food. He also threw stones to pluck fruits for food. Stone became very important for him. This is the reason that this age is called the Stone Age. Knowledge window. The Stone Age is divided into 3 periods. 1. Paleolithic Age or Early Stone Age. 2. Mesolithic Age or Middle Stone Age. And 3. Neolithic Age or New Stone Age. These periods signify the different stages of development in the life of Early Man. Early Man saw that sharp stones gave a better result. So, he started to sharpen stones. He used these for hitting and cutting. Later, he learned to tie them to dry branches and sticks and used them like axes. This was the earliest way of making tools. Early Man started to apply himself. He started to use the available resources in a better way. This was the age when Early Man was wanderer, hunter, and gatherer. Early Man lived in caves to protect himself from cold and wild animals. Sometimes he wrapped the skins of animals to protect himself from cold. Forest fires used to break out. In the beginning, Early Man was afraid of fire like any other animal. But he noticed that wild animals were also afraid of fire. He also noticed that fire was hot and gave him heat. So he started to keep fire alive by adding leaves and wood to it. It kept the wild animals away from him. One day, Early Man was sitting near the fire and cutting the flesh of an animal. By chance, a piece of meat fell into the fire. It was roasted. He took it out and ate it. He found that the meat was softer and tastier. It gave him the first idea of cooking his food. Now, he started to roast his meat. Once Early Man was sharpening pieces of stone by striking one stone on another. He saw sparks. This way, he learned how to light a fire by striking stones. Now he did not need to keep fire alive at all times. He could easily carry stones with him wherever he went. Early Man used to eat fruits and vegetables. He observed that the seeds of fruits and vegetables, which he threw on the soft ground, sprouted and grew into new plants and trees. It gave him the idea of planting new trees and getting the food of his choice. It helped him grow his food. Now, he did not need to go from one place to another in search of food. He could produce his food himself. Thus, Early Man became a farmer and settled down at one place. Gradually, Early Man noticed that soft ground and water helped the plants grow better. So the idea of plowing and irrigation came to him. In the beginning, he plowed the land himself, but with time, he learned to use animals for this purpose. Early Man also learned to domesticate animals. Perhaps dog was the first animal that he tamed. Dogs helped him in hunting. With time, he learnt the use of cows, buffaloes, sheep, pigs, goats, and horses. He rode these animals, milked them, and carried his loads on them. As early man settled down at one place, usually near rivers, he started to make some kind of shelter using wood and leaves, which gradually took the form of a hut. Now, he lived in groups which took the form of a small community. When the early man was free, he would dance around fires or make figures on rocks. We can still see some of these paintings in the old caves. Early man learned to make earthen pots for carrying and storing water and food. With time, he started to improve his living condition. Early man learned all these things over thousands of years. New terms. Early man, the people who lived thousands of years ago at the beginning of progress. Wild animals, the animals that live in their natural habitat. Stone Age, the age when man used only stone for most of his activities. Wanderer, early man when he went from one place to another in search of food. Hunter, early man when he hunted animals for food. Gatherer, early man when he gathered food which had fallen from trees. Farmer, early man when he learned how to grow food from seeds. Irrigation, the method of watering plants and crops. Points to remember. Thousands of years ago, early man lived just like an animal. Early man was wanderer, hunter, and gatherer. The early age is called the Stone Age because stone was chiefly used. Early man noticed the uses of fire and started to make it a part of his life. Early man learned to make fire by striking stones. With time, early man learned how to grow crops. Early man gradually learned to tame animals for his use.